Hi everyone, I'm Rosie and welcome to Vox Yoga. Today's practice is a nice chilled one as we are just going to be exploring child's pose and thinking about how it could be useful for us as singers. So you may wish to have a blanket and a block or brick handy. We're going to make the pose work for you, so you may wish to modify it, so just have something to hand that could be useful. So we'll come to the posture first of all. We'll think about our breathing, bring awareness to our breath, have a bit of a stretch, add some voiceless consonants, which will be a s, f, or sh. Add some accents, s, 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 s. Then some humming, and then I'll invite you, if you feel comfortable, to have a sing in the posture. So let's find our child's pose first of all. Come to sit on your heels at the back of your mat or space you're working in today. First option is whether to have the knees together or apart. It really is personal preference. If your hips are slightly wider, you may prefer to have them apart. As we are going to be observing the breath, it can also be nice to have a bit of space for your torso to come forward so you can bring a bit more awareness to the abdominal muscles. So first of all, you're just going to bring your forehead down to the mats or the ground here. It may not touch, that's absolutely fine. If it doesn't, you can bring a blanket under the forehead or sometimes underneath the thighs on top of the heels. This posture requires a lot of knee flexion, which isn't comfortable for all of us. So if you do need to modify it, then do so and just bring your hands down to the side of your legs and start to focus on your breath. Just breathing in and out of the nose here. Bringing awareness to sensations that you feel in the body. Can you feel movement in the ribs, in the back, the belly, the chest? Don't try and do anything, just have this awareness. Then interlace your hands behind the back, gently drawing the shoulder blades down and together. Then lift your palms up above you towards the ceiling. Just go as far as feels comfortable. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. You're not forcing it, you're just lifting, feeling a bit of the stretch in the shoulders. And then we'll bring awareness to the breath once more. This time, add a voiceless consonant to your exhale. And when you get to the end of your exhale, just take a nice relaxed full inhale and go round again. We'll do 3 of these, and often we feel a little bit more space in the back here, more awareness of the back. So just tune into this as you breathe. When you finish your 3rd one, just bring the hands to relax down the side of the legs once more. We'll then extend the arms forward. This is often known as extended child's pose, and already you'll feel more of a stretch down the lats, the side body. Option to make it more active by coming up on the fingertips, and you might find if you press through you can sit back on the heels a little more, or you can keep it more passive and just let the forearms release down onto the mat. Take a few breaths here. Then walk your hands off the mat over to the right. Let your torso, your forehead follow. Maybe place the left hand on top of the right. And you'll feel an amazing stretch down the left side body. Again, we'll add 3 voiceless consonants, or voiced if you'd prefer, a Z to your exhale. And this time, pay more focus to the ribs here, the side body. Feel a stretch in the intercostals. After your final one, walk the hands back to center and we'll go over to the left. Again, let the torso, the head follow. Maybe placing the right hand on top of the left. Feel that awesome stretch down the right side body, then bringing awareness to the ribs, adding that sound to your exhale. After your last one, bring it back to center. Then option to stay here and breathe, or just sit up kneeling on the heels for a moment before we come to the next exercise. So as I said, this is all about awareness of the breath in the body, making space. So next up, we'll add some accents, which is again on the S, but just using the abdominals, particularly the lower abdominals, a little bit more to create pulses. S, 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 s. So in a moment, we'll come back to our child's pose if you're not already there. Do it on whichever sounds. Shh, shh, shh. You might feel different sensations. Voiceless first, and then add a bit of voice. So, as I said, come back to child's pose. It can feel nice here to just raise the forehead up a little bit. But again, do what works for you. Option to have the arms extended in front. You could actually bring the palms under your forehead here, or just bring them down by the side. When you're ready, starting some voiceless accents. Feel the movement of the abdominals, engaging and releasing. And for your next couple of rounds, add some voice. Vary the pitch, think of revving it up here. Then just come back to your regular breathing pattern. Again, just stay here, or option to sit up on the heels, kneeling for a little break. We're now going to add some more sound to child's pose. Again, option to have a blanket block under the forehead or forehead on the mat. You might get a different sensation between both. Arms wherever feels relaxed, you could vary it between. Next time we're just going to hum. Feel the resonance as your head is so close to the floor. You feel a lot of vibrations through the body. So vary the pitch. Maybe have 3 hums on your exhale at different pitches. Then once we've done that, we'll take a breather, and then for our last round, we will have a sing. So come back to your child's pose. Think about how you're going to set yourself up for this posture for humming. Again, bring awareness to your inhale, and then just think about the sensations you feel as you hum. Off you go. And after your final one, come back to your normal breathing. Take a moment to reflect on what you felt. Again, option to just sit up on the heels for a little break. And then finally, if it feels good, I invite you to sing here. So I would recommend just raising your forehead a little bit here. Just choose something that's really, really simple. And again, have the hands wherever feels relaxing. You might find that extended helps you be able to access more mobility in the rib cage. Keep a focus on your inhale, keep the neck long, and when you're ready, just sing through a few phrases. After your final phrase, again, return to just your natural breathing cycle and take a moment to reflect on how that felt. Then when you're ready, really slowly and mindfully lift the torso, come back to kneeling first, and then just come back to a comfortable seated position. Thank you for joining me for this practice. Child's pose can be so useful for relaxation and making space, but it's also great to really make us more aware of our breath, how we feel it in the body, also resonance as well. And it's just a great posture to be able to let go. So let me know how you found it in the comments, if anything new came up for you. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit subscribe. Thanks so much for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.